Defense on Madden 23 has changed a lot since the patch, and in this video I'm going to break down the new defense I'm using to get pressure while still playing lockdown coverage and easily stop the run all at the same time. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. So I'm jumping into two online gameplays here. We're breaking down some of the defenses I've been using since the patch. We're going to show you guys how to do them, the setups I use, as well as the abilities I'm using on defense to maximize the scheme. So first game we're going over, I'm playing against a guy who comes out in gun bunch and he audibles to gun tight a lot. Now my go-to defense against this gun bunch is actually spinner with zone adjustments out of it. The most important thing in this defense is, do you want to set your zone drops for flats to 25 and curl flats to 5 while having your auto alignment set to base. That's because if he audibles to gun tight, as you see here, I'm going to audible to the DB fire 2, and I'm going to play a cover 3 on the side of opposite the running back. Sometimes I'll play cover 3 on the side of the running back. It will kind of just depend upon the setups he's using. But anytime he comes out, the first thing I do is I press my coverage. This allows me to get my slot corners up on the line to potentially blitz them. Now you guys can see here, I did also bring my safeties in the box to take away those quick lanes. So here are the abilities that I'm currently using, and I recommend using them to maximize this defensive scheme. Again, I'm running the 4-6 playbook on defense. So I've spent the majority of my AP all in my secondary. I do have one AP on J.J. Watt, which you'll see in a second, but other than that, it's all my secondary players. So I got Rodney Harrison and Ed Reed currently as my safeties, and I spent a lot of AP on them because they will be in different assignments from time to time. So with Rodney Harrison, I got medium route KO, deep route KO, pick artist, and deep out zone KO. So that's 4 AP, but whether he's in a deep zone or he's manned up, pretty much he's always going to have the knockout capability no matter what assignment I have him in, which is really nice because he'll either be in a deep zone for me or a man coverage. Then my outside corners are currently Carmichael and Bradbury. I have mid-zone KO, pick artist, and deep out zone KO on them. As you guys can see here, here's Carmichael as well. Only with him, the only difference is I have tip drill. Now, I also did put universal coverage on both of them just because they don't have as many knockout abilities. Granted, they normally play zones for me, so that's fine. But I did want to put universal coverage on them because if it activates, then they could get the knockouts in man as well. Because Ed Reed, as you guys can see here for me, he also has deep out zone KO, pick artist, and medium route KO. So far that's a total of, we got 6, we got 9, and we got 11. So the last AP I spent was for Unstoppable Force on J.J. Watt. Other than that, it's just free pick artist, as you guys can see here. Just every other player has a free pick artist or tip drill, and then I do have like Speedster for free on Amaro, and Mean Joe Green has El Toro for free. But really, you're going to want to focus on the secondary abilities. Those are the most important abilities to make this scheme work the best. Again, I'm playing mostly zone right now with man-ups, which is why you see my safeties have the man abilities, and my corners mostly have the zone abilities. I actually did keep both of my cover 2 cloud flats just because I wasn't too worried about the quick throws. On 4th and 11, if you want to throw the flat, fine. And I'm sending 5, so I'm not really thinking that you're going to have enough time to get over my cloud flats on the corner route because, again, I'm sending 5. So we're on offense now, and we'll go over much more of my defense in a second. But we're on offense now, and he's running over Storm Brave. So this is actually a tip I just posted yesterday, I believe, is why curl. Against any man blitz, that wheel route's basically money. So back on defense, you guys can see now he's in gun bunch. So I'm coming out in spinner, and I'm simply just manning up the tight end, who he actually got confused here. He just threw it right at me. That should have been a pick. He actually ran a play action pass right there, and that's why my defense got confused. If he's going to run play action, you're probably going to want to do a more of a pass commit situation, but that's fine. Now again, he's audibling too tight, so I simply just changed my defense to cover 3 on the left side, and he just ran bench with a corner and an out, and he threw it right to me. Well, drive corner, same concept. A flat, deep corner on the trip side. On the side opposite the running back. Now, he threw it straight to me. That should have been a pick. Whatever. Still up, 7 points with ball now. And now he's switching to the 3-3 Cub. So now he's running Mike Blitz 0. Now, one of my favorite ways to beat Mike Blitz 0 is PA shot seams, blocking the running back. Because it's gonna, if you run PA shot seams and don't block the running back, you can get screamed at. When you block the running back, it picks up the heat. I had a corner out wide open Just got overthrown, so we're going to go right back to the same setup. And again, it's wide open. This time, we got a better throw. Thankfully, the knockout ability did not activate there, right? Knockouts on this year's game are absolutely crazy, but it seems to me he's sticking with the Cub. He's pressing, so we're going to go HP wheel this time, or Saints HP wheel. The reason why I like that play against that defense is, once again, the safety that's man up to the running back is on the opposite side of the screen. Now, guys, if you want all of my tips, all of my offensive and defensive schemes, all my game plans, all my weekly tips, all my premium content, check out sportsgamers.com, become a VIP member, use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. I got the link in the comments and the description for you guys to check that out. So, again, he's hovering over my O-line with his user trying to make somebody come free. Now, I know that probably is not going to happen when I block the running back out of this play action play. It does a really good job of picking that up. He just, he had good coverage there. I was looking to hit that corner route. I just didn't have enough time. So this time I did a shorter corner and I threw it on the break. And even though his corner has knockout abilities, because I threw that on the break with my pass lead, I was able to get a touchdown off of that. So now we're up 21-7 back on defense. So again, this guy's coming out in gun bunch every play, and he's sometimes audibly tight, sometimes staying in bunch. Now, one of the adjustments I'm making is, if he's in bunch, I like to, when I'm in man coverage, put that corner on the one receiver side into a deep zone. That just prevents any lobs over the top on streaks, any C routes, and then I can use any sort of corner routes I see on the other side. Now, when he's audibly in the tight, he's either running bench or the play action play every time. That's the reason why I'm changing my zones. So I'm going to DB fire, and again, opposite the running back, I'm in cover 3, and then I'm using the running back side, that's a cover 2. I like to send 5 the majority of the time, but there, I actually mix it up to where I had a flat and a deeper flat on the left, and I only sent 4, still screamed at him, and again, I'm covering that right side of the screen with my user, trying to take away the corner route on the play action, or the bench route, or any route over the middle. Now here, once again, I'm going to do a 5-yard curl flat on that side, the same adjustment I used last time, and to go with my 25-yard cloud. When you have a 25-yard cloud and a 5-yard curl route, they can't throw corners or quick outs. He just kind of chucked it at me. I'm kind of disappointed in my safeties right there. That's why you do want to move your safeties down in the box, so that type of stuff does not happen. Now, again, that's where my knockout ability came to effect. Read as deep out zone knockout. So even though he tried to lob that deep corner from drive corner over the top of me, we were able to knock that out. Really good defense right there. And again, you can see he is struggling. Now, an adjustment I probably should be making right now is, again, he just chucks it right to me, is to put Julius Peppers into a curl flat on that side of the field opposite the running back if he audibles to tight, so he can't throw the quick flat. Basically, the other side of the screen that I'm not using, I need to have a curl flat over there, just as I did there, to go up to cover 3. And now, my responsibility, I didn't do a good job right there, but I needed to guard the middle of the field because he ran drive corner. Okay, so no huddle, turbo, speed, tempo. I guess he likes what he sees. I don't really know why, because he just tried my user right there. And again, he's just always running play action. Now, I probably should just go back to blitzing 5 at him when he's in tight. But you guys can see he has no desire to stay in bunch. He's getting absolutely boxed. He's just chucking corner routes into my deep zone. So that's the best way to attack guys running bench, is just throw a deep zone out there. Because then if they don't have a streak, they're not going to clear out that deep zone. And he's never running streaks. He's simply running corners with outs every single time. Now, y'all might think that was, unlucky by him. But I'm going to say that was deserved. I don't really think he's had one good read the whole game. Until then, that was his first good read. He's kind of been lucky. He didn't get picked off. Honestly, almost every other play he passed the ball. So I'll take that all day long. I'm not mad at that. So now he's back to Overstorm Brave. And you guys can see he's just sitting on the running back side of the formation, so I can't throw that wheel route. Now I'm going to put my tight end on a slant, so as soon as he goes to chase my running back, the middle of the field's wide open. That's another very easy play to use against these guys who want to sit in Overstorm Brave. And, if they hesitate 1 second on the running back, we'll just throw it to them. So again, I went right back to bench, because you can throw that corner route away from his user on the break, and even a corner with knockout abilities, he's not going to be able to stop that. So we're going to get into game 2 now. That guy's up out of here. He was no match for me. Let's see what this guy's got. Again, we're starting off on defense, and I'm going to be breaking down what I like to do in dollar. Now, from what I remember, this opponent was more someone who just wanted to run tight every single play. He was a little bit different, and so I had to play him a little bit differently on defense. So I'm going to run mostly against someone who comes out in tight. I actually like to run a new version of dollar, which is kind of going to be a combo between sending edge pressure and a loop blitz. So again, I tend to like to use her against gun tight, the running back side of the formation. So if they do run that play action play, I can kind of just lurk over there. And as you saw my adjustments, I basically just set for a split second low as if I was going to guard the crossing route and jump back on the corner. Got a pick. First play of the game. So you're going to see me run a little bit different adjustments against this guy. But as you see, the DB Fire is probably, in my opinion, the best base defense to use against tight formations, just as long as you have good adjustments out of it. And I'm just going to show you guys my adjustments throughout this whole video. I got way more that we're going to go over. Now, he's running the 3-3 Cub too. And I'm just checking out his abilities. Mostly you guys can see he has knockouts with some, D-line abilities as well. First play of the game, I'm just going to run the ball and see what he's working with. He has run D or not. He's running Mike Blitz 0. And, some people that run that D have great run defense. Others don't. And he doesn't seem like his is too good. Now, I'm hoping he's in Mike Blitz 0 again because I'm going for a one-play touchdown right here. And he actually switched to zone. I probably have that post over the top, but I just had to wait a split second, and I ended up getting hit as I released. So that was a nice change-up. I was expecting Mike Blitz 0 again, so I went to the Saints in. Was going to hit that post route, but because he switched his zone, it kind of threw off the timing. It wasn't what I expected, and, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so 2nd and 10 here. Honestly, I probably should run the ball. I honestly don't like what I'm doing here because I already got a stop in the first play. I almost scored a touchdown on the run, so I should be going right back to the run. Now, generally, like I said, the Cub is a good run defense, but didn't seem like he had good run D out of it. So, anticipating zone again. I went to the street corner combo on the short side, but we just didn't get the best animation. You guys see, using the cover 3, that streak was able to make the deep zone on the right side of the screen, turn and run with the streak. So I was throwing the corner more to the pylon on the sideline. I got the catch animation. It just kind of was a little bit too of an aggressive catch, is why I was able to break that up. So, thinking about going to bunch right here. I kind of am in between what I want to do. It looks like he just manned that corner up because the corner on that right side of the screen moved to the inside. And, yeah, he manned him up on the streak, so I had the corner for a touchdown, and I got shedded at the last second. So I went to trail, and what I wanted to do there was, because I had the tight end trail route, make his user stay over the middle. And then when I saw him man that corner on the outside receiver, I knew I should have the corner out for a touchdown, and I did. But it looked like his defensive lineman was just able to shed me at the perfect time. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll take 3. I'm satisfied with a stop to begin the game for sure. So getting back on defense now. Again, this is a gun tight player, right? He wants to come out in gun tight every single time. But I guess I got him shook because now it looks like he's coming out in an empty flex out of nowhere. I don't expect him to stay in this. He'll probably just try this for a play or two, and then he'll go right back to the gun tight. Now, when I'm playing an empty formation, my thought process is just to blitz the crap out of them. And he's had 2 plays and he's thrown 2 picks. I don't know what he thought he was doing right there. But he did, the motion he used, he actually was able to kind of throw off the timing of everything. And only problem is he made a horrible read. He just threw it in coverage. So we're back on offense. This time, let's see if we can't get a touchdown. I don't like settling for 3 after turnover. So we're just going to quick snack the PA shot seams. I have the corner out. And we're going to be out of bounds. So I've gotten every single pass play I've used so far. I've had very unfortunate animations, whether it's just breakups, sideline animations. Nothing is going my way right now. This would be a good time to probably just try to run the ball. But, like I said, even though I have run the ball once so far and got a good gain out of it, the Cub is a good run D. So right there, I go to same spot shake. And my thought process, again, is I'm expecting him to be in that zone. And I want his user to have to respect the seams, especially if he's in a 3 deep coverage. His user will have to respect the seams. and I was able to hit him with the slant. Now, if he comes lower on the slant, I could simply go ahead and throw the streak route over his head with a high ball. 3rd and 1, though, I want to audible to this trips and run inside zone to get kind of a mismatch, get more blockers than he has defenders over there. So that's why I flipped it, the trips to the right. He's in the cover 3 again. That was a really, easy game. Honestly, it looks like his run D is bad. Might just need to run the ball against this guy. Might just need to run the ball and play defense. So, 1st and goal from the 6. This is generally the area of the field I like to just abuse the quad father. This split offset is very good down here. You get a lead blocker, and if I had any run stick at all, that'd be a touchdown. But because I suck, it's 2nd and goal from the 3. I got a better run stick right there. That's me. That's all me. That's all me. But I figured he might run commit right there, so I wanted to just go with a one-on-one to my red zone threat, AJ Green. And that was a really bad high ball. I mean, the high ball wasn't high at all, and it didn't even give my receiver a chance to go up and make the grab. That was really bad. Don't like that at all. So after seeing that, I'm just coming out a bunch. I'm like, okay, I've seen enough. I think he's in man. It looks like he's a man. So we're just going to quick snap wide curl. That's my man killer right there. When I motion that guy over, I can just throw the wheel route immediately. Again, that's a tip I just put out for y'all yesterday. So check that out. Kills man-to-man. Blitzes everything. All right, so he's back in the gun tight. And now we're back in the dollar DB fire. Again, look at my adjustments. This time, I'm running a cover 2 on the wide side, a cover 3 on the short side. And on the wide side, I backed up my corner. He's in a 25-yard flat. My curl flat is at 5 yards. That allows me to not worry about the flat or the sideline, and I can use it in the middle. He throws right to me. I pick it off. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order.